Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Love Ashay back at you with another video. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, baby, go ahead and do that. Give this video a thumbs up and leave your girl a comment down below. Today we're gonna be getting into a collective message. What's going on, Love Ashay collective family? We're gonna be doing something a little different, y'all. We're going to be doing a whatever comes out for each sign. Okay, now you can take this as your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Okay, so make sure you look at all of them. I'm gonna try my best to put the timestamps down below, so make sure y'all check y'all sun, moon, and y'all's rising sign. Okay, off with Aries. All right, Aries, if you're Aries sun, moon, and rising, this is just going to be whatever comes out, what you need to know right now. And these are going to be mini messages, y'all, so we can breeze through. Okay, you're the first to do this. Of course, it's hard. Avoid gossip. Hiding your calling because it's not acceptable. Okay, so Aries, the first thing that's coming out for you is that you guys are stressed. Okay, I'm picking up on it, friend. You're very stressed out right now. Okay, and then it says here you're the first to do this. Of course, it's hard. You're stressed out about the outcome of something. Okay, you're working really hard to get something done, and you just feel like it's not moving the goalpost. You're not moving. You're not getting anywhere. Okay, and Aries is the first zodiac. First sign in the zodiac here. So you're the first to do it. So oftentimes when you're the first to do something, you don't have a blueprint. You don't have anyone you can look to get advice or to see. You're the one that everyone else is going to look to. And so therefore there's a lot of pressure that I feel like you're putting on yourself in this season of your life to get things done, but not only to get things done, but to get them done efficiently and get them done right. Okay, you may be overthinking or worrying about people gossiping about you, worrying about where you are in your life. For a lot of you, I'm hearing the words downsize. Okay, so maybe you have downsized your life in order to meet a certain goal. Maybe you've left a certain relationship, you walked away from a certain job, you've walked away from a certain home and moved into an apartment, you let go of a car note and got a cash car. Okay, you've done something, or you're doing something to downsize your life, but it is for the greater good. Okay, so don't be worried about what people got to say about you. Don't worry about who's gossiping, who's worried about you, because you know the goal that you have in your mind. Okay, and then we have hiding your calling because it's not acceptable. Okay, so a lot of things that's blocking the Aries right now, okay, is because you're still trying to hide your calling behind something else that's more socially acceptable. Okay, that's like, for example, if you're in spirituality and the occult and mysticism and things, you're trying to hide it behind something else that's more socially acceptable. And that's what's causing the slowdown. Okay, Aries is hiding their calling behind something else. And you're hiding because you're the first to do this. You're the first to come out with it. There's something that Aries is hiding here because you don't want people to gossip. Avoiding gossip. You're hiding this because you don't want people to gossip. But you're the first person to do this. You're the first person to come out with this. You're the first. There's something that you're the first to do that's going to shake things up in your family. It's going to shake things up in your friend groups. It's going to shake things up. And you're not reaching the goals that you need to reach, Aries, is because you're doing the bare minimum. It's like almost to where you're sabotaging yourself. You're sabotaging yourself because a part of you doesn't want to be discovered. A part of you doesn't want to be seen. A part of you doesn't want to be noticed. Because you're afraid of the gossip that's going to come along with your calling. You got to get over it. You got to get over it, okay? You got to get over it. What else is going on? What else do I need to know for the highest and greatest good? All right, we have reconciliation coming out here. We have creativity, all right? Not one of the same. All right, so creativity, starting off with this message here, creativity, inspiration, imagination, art, the creator. Again, you could be doing content creation, and you could be like, I don't want people to see me that I know. They're going to gossip about me. They're going to talk about, who gives a fuck? We don't care. Or your spiritual team is telling you, why do you care so much? They want you to stop giving a fuck so much, okay? Put your creativity out there, okay? Put whatever your art is out there. All right, reconciliation, okay? Reconciliation. Spirit is talking about you getting realigned with something from your past, okay? So this could be a creative passion, a creative hobby, a creative project, okay? Something that you really felt drawn to that you have walked away from. And your ancestors, your spiritual team is like, you need to pick that back up. You need to pick whatever this is back up, okay? You need to pick that. I didn't mean for it to come out. You need to pick this back up, okay? What else do your ancestors want you to know for your highest and greatest good? For Aries. Okay. Someone's been praying against you louder than you've been praying for yourself, okay? Someone's been praying against you louder than you've been praying for yourself, Aries. What you gonna do about it? You gonna pray harder? Look at that. Jealousy, envy. You hiding, Aries, is doing more harm than it's doing good for you right now. You playing small is doing more harm than it's doing good for you right now. You ever know that saying, when there is a bully and you try to ignore the bully and you try to, you know what I'm saying? You try to ignore the bully, but when you get in the bully face, when you let the bully know, I'm not playing, I'm this and this and this. Notice how they back down. Notice how they get shy and timid. They curl up. You hiding something is doing you a disservice. Be bold, be big, be out there, be loud. If you wear your makeup a certain way, wear the makeup, okay? If you wear your clothes a certain way, wear the clothes. If you wear your hair a certain way, wear the hair. If you speak a certain way, do it. And this jealousy and envy coming out here is some of y'all internalize the jealousy and the envy as this is exactly why I be playing small. This is why I be keeping my business to myself, because it be haters. Fuck all of that, okay? They return that shit to sender and keep it pushing. Because, baby, first of all, if your enemy's been praying against you louder than you've been praying for yourself, then, baby, you ain't been praying enough. Okay? Baby, you ain't been praying enough. You ain't been cleansing enough. You ain't been doing your protection enough. If they outdoing you. Okay? All right. One more. And then we have here that side passion. I almost dropped the card. Lord. Like you dropped the ball. That side passion wants full-time attention. Period. Okay, Aries? It's time. Stop hiding. Whatever that is you was doing on the side, okay? Whatever that is you've been doing on the side, whatever that was you was doing on the side, get back to it. Okay? Get back to it. I'm telling you. What is this card that's trying to come out? Okay, yeah. Protection. It says you are being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Lie low for a while and you will be shown the truth. Okay? You're being protected. I don't know about the lie low. I feel like you've been lying low already, friend. I feel like you've been lying low already. Now it's time for you to bust out the gate, okay? It's time for you to bust up out the gate. All right, so let's move on to Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What does Taurus need to know for their highest and greatest good? Right now, what do they need to hear right now? Taurus, 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 Sun, Moon, and Rising. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Well, damn. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. 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 Want a little bit of these too? Okay. I'm gonna have to get these cards, Taurus, because y'all having too many cards fall. Okay. Hold on. Let me get y'all cards. I gotta get these. Let's see where they went. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here for Taurus. Remember, this is whatever comes out. All right. Begging for signs after spirit said no. False narrative. Avoid spiritual shortcuts. Shortcuts attract setbacks. Starseed. Stop telling people your goals. Some are praying against them. Someone's been praying against you louder than you've been praying for yourself. Okay. So right here, bam. This tells the whole story. Baby, she is the center of attention here. So the first thing that your spiritual team is coming through here with y'all is that you've been telling some people your dreams, your goals, okay? You've been telling people, this is what I'm working on. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm finna invest my time into. This is what I'm about to do. There's somebody that you've been telling these things to, okay, that don't have your greatest intent. They don't want more for you, okay, period. They want you I just heard they want you to not do better than them. They don't want you to do better than them. Sending you the evil eye. Don't want you to do better than them. And, you know, you're going to know if this is you, because every time you tell this person something, it seems like it doesn't manifest in the way that it manifests. It actually more chaos manifests. Starseed. Begging for signs that the spirit said no. Okay, so also this is too, some of y'all, this is a romantic relationship. This is somebody that you are with romantically, that you're like, God, it can't be so. I'm not laying next to my enemy. I haven't been friends with my enemy for 10 years who've been praying on my downfall. No, it can't be. You've been looking for signs to show. You've been looking for things to show that this person really is your friend. Looking for things that show this person really is the love of your life. Looking for things to show this person ain't a hating ass bitch, when the signs all point to deceit. Everything is pointing to deceit. And that's why Spirit is saying you begging for signs after we said no. We said no already. But you just want to believe so badly that maybe you tripping. And that's you not trusting in your intuitive ability. Okay? With the star seed. Ooh, yeah, I did see this card underneath the deck for y'all. High Priestess in reverse. That's you not trusting in your gifts. That's you not trusting in your gifts. Why are they talking about spiritual shortcuts? For y'all. Answer prayers. Oh my God. You abandoned. Wow. So you can have Aries placements in your chart. Okay. Taurus. You could be an Aries sun, moon, or rising. Okay. Because this is kind of like a similar message a little bit with Aries. But anyway. Somebody is getting by on your energy. Taurus. Somebody's draining you. They're getting by on your energy. And this person, whoever this is, it's not going to be for everybody, but whoever this person is, it seems like life just be working out for them. It just seemed like everything just be going their way. This person could even be trying to destiny swap with you. For real. Because that's why I feel like spiritual shortcuts, okay? It's going to backfire on them. Specifically for you guys, I feel like this is happening in the month of September, where it seems like somebody's life just falls apart out of nowhere. And whenever this person's life falls apart out of nowhere, that's how you're going to know. I'm talking about not just a little bit, everything just crumbling, everything just going apart. That's how you're going to know who this person is. You need to get back on your spiritual shit. Who needs to hear that? You need to get back on your spiritual shit. Okay? I hear somebody saying, I need to get back on my spiritual shit. I need to get back. You really need to. You really need to get back in some type of routine. You need to get back in communing with your spiritual team, taking care of yourself. You need to really get back into it so you can avoid some of these pitfalls. They're unnecessary, honestly. You're telling somebody your goals, and this person is going back to other people, telling them, talking about you, but pretending to be supportive. All while with their hand out, too. That's what's crazy. Okay. All while with their hand out. We have Leo here, karmic debt, lessons, unresolved issues, Saturn return, and police law involved. Okay, Spirit. So you could be in your Saturn return right now, okay? You could be in your Saturn return, and it's just about you not seeing people for like what they could be and just seeing people for who they are. You know, this is the lesson that you're learning right now. I don't care how much you love somebody. You know, you got to recognize them and see them for exactly who they are and where they're at and what role they're playing in your life. And this person is definitely very, very oppy. Okay, very, very oppy. It's giving enemy. Okay, for some of y'all, this is a parent. And that's why it may be so hard for you to cut ties with this person. This is a parent, a mother that you're telling things to, and they're gossiping about you. And that's why you're like, please don't let it be so with this person. Like, this is my mom, or this is my aunt, or this is feminine energy, I do feel like. But karmic debt is coming to collect. This person could be a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, okay? But this is about the spotlight being on them, but not in a good way, okay? There could be literal police or law involved. They could go to jail. They could have something with the police or law involved, and that's going to be confirmation for you that, you know, it's this person. But karma is coming to collect debt, okay? In the month of September for y'all specifically, karma is coming to collect debt for this person. You just got to keep your eyes open so that you can see who this person is, so you can start moving in alignment, okay? We're done. I know you want that person to change, but the reality of the matter is, it's not your job. It's not your job. Okay. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What I need to know? What quick messages? Quick messages. Y'all go ahead, tap the screen. Drop your sign down below so I can know who we have in here. Okay. Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? Tough love messages. What do they need to know for their highest and greatest good? Gemini. Again. Oh, shit. Hold on. You know, Gemini, your haters are showing you that you're on the right path. Okay? Like, period. Your haters are showing you that you're on the right path, Gemini. That's the first thing here. And then some of these people will even try to give you advice. They will even try to give you... I'll be trying not to cuss, y'all. They will even try to give you advice to take you off the right path. I know you be wanting to run stuff by people. You just want... And sometimes, Gemini, you don't even want, you know, somebody to tell you what you should do. You just be talking, you know? You just be wanting to talk about what you got going on. It feels good to release it, to talk about it. And I feel like people use these opportunities to throw shade onto your plans, to make you second guess yourself. Be careful who advice you listen to. Even if it just seems like they're just giving their opinion on something, be careful about that. Okay? People already coming for you. People already come to you for this. Own it. People may come to you for advice. Okay? People may come to you for advice. So Spirit is saying, if this person comes to you for advice on this subject, why would you think they would have advice to give you on it? For some of you, somebody from your past is coming back into your life and you're questioning whether or not you should, you know, forgive this person, or if you should walk away from this relationship, if this person has genuine intentions for you. Okay. And I just heard this person is trying to avoid their karma. They're trying to avoid the pain. They're starting to feel guilt and they don't want to feel that guilt. So they're trying to bypass that by coming back into your life, you know. Somebody's trying to bypass it, to bypass the pain, bypass the guilt by just coming back into your life. They don't even want to have a conversation about what happened. They just want y'all to get over it and move forward from it. Pay attention to the advice that people come to you for, okay? Because that's going to give you some indications of what your spiritual path is, what you need to be doing, okay? What you need to be doing. Gemini. And it's like you're spending so much time looking for what you're good at, and whatever this is that you're supposed to be doing, Gemini, you already do it. And sometimes that be the hardest thing for us to realize our purpose, because we do it naturally. It's so natural for us, you know. But whatever this is that you're looking for in regards to career, in regards to your spiritual purpose, your assignment, you already do it. People already come to you for this, Gemini. People are already coming to you for this. You just got to open up your eyes. Okay. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. And we have naturally given person. And it's, you know, also Gemini, you know, I have found for my interactions with Geminis that you guys are naturally giving. Okay, some might not think so, but from my experience with Geminis are very giving. Okay, Gemini friends that I've had, they will literally let you sit on the phone and talk about the same thing until you feel better, because that's how Geminis feel better. Just talk it out. Okay, I just gotta talk it out, think it out, get it out, you know, and I'm gonna feel better. So they let their friends and their family, they let you do the same, because they understand communication, the throat chakra, as a release point, you know. And so there's something here. There's something here in regards to a way that you're meant to help people through giving. This could be communication. This could be counseling. This could be writing. This could be there's something here. Let's see if we can get to it in here. There's something here. Yeah, but whatever this is going to bring you, it's generational wealth here. You're on the right track though, okay? You're on the right track about something. And I feel like that's why you're being spiritually attacked right now. That's why you have your enemies trying to tell you you're going the wrong way. Well, really, you're going the right way. Okay? What else do we got here? Someone from your karmic family is feeding information to your enemies. Neglect, emotional, physical neglect by caregivers. And you know, that's the reason why you're so giving and caring, and you're such a giving person, okay? Because you were neglected. Okay, you were neglected emotionally and physically, you know, growing up by your caregivers. Okay, that's why you give so much and you overextend yourself. But that also was a bridge point for your calling, your gifts, your spiritual purpose, your north node to manifest as well. Because if you were possibly given this emotional and physical care that you needed growing up, maybe you wouldn't have, you know, tapped into your gifts in a way that you know, of you being such a caring and giving person. Okay, that you wouldn't see the need for that in other people in the same way. You're literally somebody that can look and see that other people need something. And if there's people in a room and everybody's over talking somebody, Gemini is going to be the person like, what did you say? I can't hear you. Hold on, y'all. Wait, they're trying to say something. You really value that. You really value that. But sometimes you be making space for the wrong people here. Okay, spell cast it. Spell cast it. Sometimes you make space for the wrong people. And that comes along with your gifts developing, okay? But sometimes y'all be making space for the wrong people. Okay, we have Sagittarius coming out. That could be significant for somebody. Honestly, Gemini, I feel like there's something about your voice, the way that you speak, that's like a spell, okay? And a lot of people, especially your family, girl, they are scared of you revealing like these family secrets. Like they are scared. Okay. Ooh, okay. So let's say, for example, like you have a book that you're writing, right? You have a book, you do certain type of content, you do a certain type of healing, you create certain type of music. There's something about somebody trying to silence your voice because they're scared their secrets are going to come out in your creativity. They're scared the way they treated you is going to come out. It's going to bleed through, and they don't want to be exposed. So that's why they're trying to come back here and offer peace, but they have resentment. But really, they don't want peace. They just don't want you. They feel like if they can make you feel like they're a different person, then maybe they won't come out in whatever this is. Maybe they won't come out in the book. Maybe they won't come out in the music. Maybe they won't come out in whatever this is, in the podcast. Yeah, a liar. Okay, we're going to move on. I don't want to linger on that too much. That's what y'all need to know right now. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What do you need to know for your highest and greatest good, baby? What's going on, Cancer? These are just whatever comes out messages, y'all. Whatever comes out. Okay? Cancer. What does Cancer need to know for their highest and greatest good? Okay, I'm not going to take that one. What does Cancer need to know for their highest and greatest good? Okay. The first thing that I just heard right now for you guys is this has to do with a neighbor. Okay, there's a neighbor, a female neighbor. Okay. This could be an apartment. This could be in a house. But there's a female neighbor. Something about her energy doesn't feel right. Something about her energy doesn't feel right. You could also be living with somebody. This could be a roommate. This could be a female that wants to come over to your home in the next 7 days to come visit you in your home. There's a message here about being careful about who you allow in your house, Cancer. And y'all know how y'all feel about y'all's house, okay? Y'all know how y'all feel about y'all's house, but there's something uneasy here about this female energy. It's almost giving like, I'm just saying, it feels, you know, stalker-ish, you know? It feels very stalkerish, though. This is interesting. Be careful of who you allow to your house. Who you allow in your house. Somebody could be leaving certain things in your house, around your house. Just be very, very mindful of that. Don't be in fear. Just be very mindful of it, okay? Let me see. What's going on here? Okay, we have draining conversations. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know y'all could see the cards. We have draining conversations coming out here. So this could be like a neighbor in passing who just wants to talk to you, okay? That could just wants to talk and you like, I don't even know, every time like you hiding from her. Every time this lady, she want to talk, I don't want to talk to you. You be ducking and dodging her. This could be somebody here. This could also be somebody who you live with right now. They're draining your energy through conversation. There's something going on in the house. Somebody draining your energy through conversation. Through these draining what's going on here, Spirit? For Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Why is this coming out? Act supportive, but it's a show. Whoever this feminine energy here acts supportive, but it's a show. Like they want to act like they care. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's your day going? Hey, what's going on? But they don't care. They just want to have a conversation with you, to siphon your energy. For some of y'all, this could be a new neighbor, a new friend or partnership here. This could be a new person that just, the energy just feels off about this person. Again, this could also be somebody who you live with. But just take it as it resonates, if it resonates for you. What else is going on here? It's giving weirdo energy. This energy is literally giving me like weirdo. Okay. Somebody's driving by your house. Somebody's looking up trying to figure out where your new house is. This could be like somebody from an ex. Okay, this could be an ex. And I feel like for some of y'all, this could be somebody that you cut off, okay? This could be somebody that you cut off already. You cut this person off and they still want to be in your life. They still want to know what you have going on. Okay, I don't want this reading to be too long. Okay, yeah. We have abandonment coming out here. And you see this woman walking through the door here. So I feel like for a lot of you, you've walked away from this person. And they feel it's coming up for them as abandonment. Maybe you moved out of a house with this person. You shared a home with them. You moved out. You moved away from this person. But I feel like you had to put yourself first. Look at that. Self-love. Yes. You had to put yourself first. And I feel like in the act of you practicing self-love, you got to see how really unhinged this person was. Okay? You got to really see how unhinged this person was. And it just, it showed up as a red flag for you. Yeah. This person may have presented themselves. Yeah, look at that. Moving on. This person may have presented themselves to like have it all together. Okay, with that rich girl. They may have presented themselves to like have it all together. Have all that. It's like, you know, they presented themselves to be one way. But then it's like when you got to know them, when you moved in with them, when you start talking to them, it's like you start to see, nah, something ain't right about you. Okay, something is not right about you. It's like this person, they appeared very put together, but then when you really got to know them, it just fell off, and so you walked away. Like you saw the red flag. You ain't take too long. You ain't wait around. Look at that. We got exposure and new friend. This person wasn't around for a long time for some of y'all. For some of y'all, you realize this person was weird. Okay, and you're like, I don't know, something off about you. I'm going to keep it pushing. I don't know what it is exactly about you. And then home coming out here. Home, fourth house, represents family, your roots. But it also represents for Cancer, specifically your safe place. So somebody tried to spiritually bypass. I don't know why that word keeps coming up. But why they tried to bypass and they wanted to get into your home. They wanted you to feel like they were a safe place. They wanted to get, home is where the heart is, I just heard. They wanted to get into your heart. They wanted you to feel like a safe place. But it's manipulative, though. It wasn't genuine. They weren't being authentic. It wasn't an authentic friendship or a partnership. For some of y'all, this person was trying to move into your house. They really didn't have nowhere to go. They was low-key homeless. That's some little weird energy here, Cancer. And it's not going to be for everybody, y'all. But I got to say what it is coming out, okay? I got to say what it is coming out. But somebody wanted you to let your guard down. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, okay? They wanted you to be flexible. They wanted you to be flexible with your boundaries in a certain kind of way. Because you coming off as unbothered to them, you know? So they wanted to get past your security camera, okay? They wanted to get past the boundaries that you have in place. I'm sorry, y'all. This is just funny to me. The extent that some people go to is just crazy sometimes. Why did they want to do all of this, though? This seems like a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Why did they want to do all of this? What was the reason? Okay. For revenge. For some of y'all, this person feel like you did them wrong. They want to come in and play all nice and stuff, but really low-key, they want to come and sabotage your fucking life. They wanted to play like a friend so they can get access to your heart, to your secrets, to your wounds. So they was trying to play. Expose truth. They want to expose you. This person was trying to expose you, Cancer. Okay? Look at that. For fame, okay? I feel like for a lot of people, you know, look up to you. A lot of people feel a certain kind of way about you. They see you in a certain light and they wanted to expose you. That's what they thought they wanted to. They wanted to expose you for who you really are. So they wanted to get close to you for whatever reason. Okay. We're going to stop right there. Okay. We're going to stop right there. I ain't going to keep going. These messages supposed to be quick, but just take it as it may. Take it as it resonates. If it don't, it ain't for you. Okay. All right. Leo, sun, moon, and rising. What do y'all need to know? These are just whatever comes out messages. Whatever comes out. That's what you need to hear. Whatever comes out. What's going on for Leo? Spirit. Whatever comes out. Baby, somebody that you done blocked, okay? Somebody that you blocked, Leo, they're feeling it. It may not have felt like they was feeling it when you originally blocked them, when you really originally cut them off, but they're feeling it now, okay? They wish they would have never played in your face. Yes, indeed, okay? They're realizing that you were the real thing. This person is realizing that you were the real thing indeed. They fucked around and they found out with you. I'm going to tell it like it is. All right. All right. Yeah, they got a lot of chaos in their life, and they brought a lot of chaos into yours, you know? But I also feel like this is your energy here too, Leo. This is that I knock all this shit over around here. You fucking with the wrong one, okay? You fucking with the wrong one. Somebody fucked around and found out, okay? Somebody fucked around and found out. They played around with you, Leo, and their life got chaotic. It got literally tore apart. Everything. And now they're regretting it. They're putting 2 + 2 together and they're making 4, okay? They're like, I fucked around and found out, okay? And now look at all of this. What else is going on here? Some of y'all, this is a friendship. We got the karmic. We got some of y'all. This is a female. Okay, this is a female. Okay, this is a female. I don't know what's going on with that right now. Yeah, but somebody definitely fucked around and found out with you. And it's like, the thing is because you were, I'm channeling y'all, you were like, you know, just real down to earth. I feel like you wanted to help this person. You were open. You were ready to just build something with this person. And the whole time, you know, this person, you know, took your kindness for weakness. That's what I'm hearing. They just took your kindness for weakness. I feel like you even gave this person financially, okay? Financially, you gave to this person, okay? You poured your heart and your soul, like all your energy into this, you know? And you just, you know... I ain't gonna say that. I am. I feel like you kind of set yourself up for abuse a little bit with this one, Leo. I'm gonna say it. And the reason why I say you set yourself up for it is because you approached a relationship from a space of thinking that everybody is like you. You know, everybody is like you. And I think that's where you fucked up at with this connection with whoever this is that everybody is like you. You telling you're such just a blunt person, a person that just tells the truth. I got this going on. I'm working on this. You know, I'm making this much money. I got that going on. My business bringing in this. I got that. I'm in this relationship that, like, you're just like, okay, it is what it is, you know? And I feel like you approached the connection with this person and they saw that as they saw you as a lick, period. This person saw you as a lick. Let's see what else is going on. Messages from your ancestors. All right. So this is a coworker for some of y'all, okay? You're hiding your gift at your job. And then daily cleansing equals daily clarity. Your ancestors are talking about you needing to cleanse daily. None of that weekly mumbo jumbo. None of that monthly, every 3 months. You need to be cleansing daily, okay? Every day, you need to be doing some type of cleansing, okay? Even if it's just getting some Florida water and spraying it, okay? You need to be doing some type of cleansing every day. Because I am picking up on evil eye. Okay? Especially at your job, okay? I'm getting like toxic work environment at your job. Specifically other people at your job. It's like the place that you in right now, people see that you're destined for more, that where you at right now is just a pit stop. And so they just want to disrupt your energy because they know that the job that you at right now is just a pit stop. You're not going to be there forever. Meanwhile, they're planning on being at that job until they DIE, okay? They have no goals outside of this job. This is it for them. They're not trying to move up. They're not trying to make more money. This is it. And meanwhile, for you, like, this is a pit stop. And that intimidates them. That intimidates them because you want more for yourself. You know that you deserve more. You know you deserve better. You know that this is just a means to an end for you. Okay, you have bigger goals. And I feel like you just approach certain relationships within that job, within this friend group, thinking that everybody was like you. Like everybody had goals. Everybody was aspiring to do some shit. And it wasn't like that. And you attracted a lot of evil eye as a result of that because people wasn't moving like you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's grandmother is coming through right now, letting you know that the relationship that you're thinking about right now, that you said is conditional love, is indeed conditional love. And they want to remind you, what did they teach you about love? What did they teach you? Or what did the grandma teach you about friendships? What did she teach you about love? And what did she teach you about friendships? For somebody specific, your grandma specifically taught you a lot about love, about friendships, about partnerships, about women, about jealousy. She's saying, like, what did I teach you? Like, this shouldn't even surprise you. You should be already in the know about this, okay? I want to pull a career card for y'all real quick. Well, damn. Yeah, it says brilliance. It says you discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. That's the difference between you and these people. Your ideas actually bring recognition. Okay. And I feel like sometimes at work, you don't even be trying to, because you don't even care about that job. But like people that are in like higher places look at you and like, oh my God, that's such a great idea. Oh my God, okay, Leo, like, wow, you know, we really could do that. We could use you for that. You're not even trying to impress nobody at this job because you don't give a fuck about it. But it's like, because these people do, because this is their only thing they got going on, they look at you like a threat. And then we have outside forces. It says unknown figures are driving the situation and you may not be able to control the outcome. The cycle will shift soon and you'll be okay. So you may be finding yourself like being workplace bullied for some of y'all, or like bullied by a certain group of people, specifically at work, y'all, where you're having to work certain hours, okay? Where you're having to work certain days, where it just seems like, you know, it's drama and gossip, or it's things going on at your job. You know, and these people are sitting there like, yeah, that's what you get. Yeah, yeah, I heard. Like, people are gossiping, talking about you, telling on you for certain things, you know, trying to cause destruction in your life. Meanwhile, they're only going to cause destruction in your life. Because their life is full of destruction. Their life is full of chaos. And so they're going to do what hurt people do. What hurt people hurt people. Virgo. What's going on for Virgo? Thank you so much. What's going on for Virgo? Virgo, whatever denial you recently experienced, whatever setback you experienced, okay, it's actually a comeback for a major breakthrough. It's actually a comeback for a major fucking blessing here. Sudden wealth, big money coming in. There's something that you're sitting around over there living in the past about, like, oh my God, if I could have just did that, then everything would be like this right now. Oh my God, if I would have just got that. It's something that you got denied for in the past, okay, that you're harping on that. Excuse me. And your spiritual team is saying, like, baby, that denial was a setup for a major fucking comeback. Stop sweating over the small stuff. Stop sweating over the small stuff here. Okay. Okay, Virgo. Overnight success, millionaire, business is booming. I don't know. There's something I just feel like, baby, you've been really in your feelings about. Okay. This could be a relationship. Okay. This could be a friendship. This could be a job. This could be a business opportunity. Something that you just been really in your feelings about. Feeling like you ain't moving fast enough. Feeling like the business is not growing. Feeling like you don't have enough money. You need to be in a space of gratitude. We got sudden wealth and overnight success. So this shit is coming in fast for you. So just as fast as you got denied, just as fast as you're about to be lifted up, okay? Everybody got gossip coming out, okay? Everybody got a little gossip coming out. And then look, gossip and denial, this is talking about people being in denial. People are going to be so in denial about how fast you leveled up. It's going to be like overnight, like how this bitch didn't leveled up overnight like this, okay? How she got a new car like that already? How she got a new house like that already? How her business booming like that already? They're going to swear, they're going to say witchcraft. They're going to be screaming witchcraft. She worships the devil. They're going to be doing all that. They're going to be gossiping and talking about you. They're going to be saying, we don't know what she did to get that money. We don't know what she did. These people are going to be even thinking that maybe you done won the lottery overnight and they didn't even know. The way that you finna be popping your shit, they're going to be thinking that you won the lottery and didn't tell nobody. And it's crazy because they can be in denial of the blessing, but they were in denial of the breakdown. When your life was falling apart, they saw that very clearly. But these same people are going to be in denial about this opportunity, this big bank, okay? This big money, this success, okay? That's coming your way. They want to be in denial about that, though. But not all the hard work that you've been putting in. Not how many no's that you've gotten, okay? Not how many doors you got slammed in your face. They want to be in denial about the sick. How are you doing? What? Did you not see me crying? Did you not see me struggling? Where's the denial coming from? Okay, we're not understanding that. Lack of accountability, the blame game. Then they want to start saying, well, how's she doing this and how's Virgo doing that when I've been doing this for 10 years and I haven't done that? Yeah, somebody else did that for her. Yeah, she's sleeping with this person got it for her. Yeah, she wants to stop the games. Yeah, Virgo might be a scammer. Yeah, Virgo this and this and this. Virgo cutting corners. They want to do the blame game because then they want to start to compare themselves to you in their journey. Now we want to go to the blame game. Now we're having no accountability. Okay? And then we have facade. And it's all a facade. It's all a facade, y'all. It's all a facade, Virgo. It's all a facade. Let's pull some ancestor messages real quick. Virgo. Okay. You've done the healing. Now do the building. Virgo, you done the healing. You done been through the trenches. You done did the struggle. Now it's time for you to do the building. Now the money's on the way. Okay, Virgo? Baby, the money's on the way, Virgo. Okay? Stop asking people who settled if you should leap. Virgo, stop asking people who settled if you should leap, if you should take that leap of faith, if you should do this or that. Stop asking them. They don't know, baby. They don't know. They're looking at you for the blueprint. They don't know, Virgo. They have no clue. They still waiting on you. They still copying you, Virgo. Direction. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. That's for Virgo. Shadow work. Yeah, you've been doing the work. I'm telling you. Uh-oh. You've been really looking at yourself. I just heard the word reflection, Libra. Like you've been looking at, yeah, oh my God. Look at that. You've healed an ancestral wound. I'm telling you. Like you've been really healing and working on yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror, reflecting, like really saying like where you've been wrong in situations, where you need to still work on yourself. You've been really looking at yourself. You've been doing the real work. You've been being honest with yourself. And that's take a lot of courage, okay? That take a lot of courage, but you've been doing the work. Let me see. Hold up. Love to see it. You healed an ancestral wound. Okay. So y'all know what happened when you heal an ancestral wound. We got rainbow. That means a breakthrough, a blessing is on the way. Let's get the cards, okay? Because I have a specific deck that I use for when you get this card. You've healed an ancestral wound, okay? So that means you cleared a blockage. What blockage has Libra cleared? What blockage has Libra cleared? Okay. It says you hex yourself when you second guess what you know. Okay. And deceptive energies at play. Trust your intuition and look beyond the surface. So the blockage that you guys have cleared is being able to trust in your inner knowing. Trust in your intuitive knowing. Second guess yourself. That's what's been getting you tripped up all this time. But you had to go deep within with the shadow work here. You had to go deep within and really heal and figure out why it's so hard for you to trust yourself and rewire and rewrite certain conditionings and belief systems so that you can pop out brand new. Okay. All right. Let me get those cards real quick. Let's see what Libra has healed. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Let's see what Libra has here. There we go. All right. So this is going to be, because whenever you heal an ancestral wound, okay, you activate ancestral gifts. Okay, so let's see what you activated, baby. Libra. What have they activated? All right. The gift of dreams. You now have access to ancestral wisdom through dreams, dream interpreter. So I bet y'all's dreams have been crazy. And it's like, now that you trust yourself, you're able to interpret certain things in your dreams and interpret certain things from your subconscious, from the spiritual realm, in a way that helps you in your life, okay? And then we have gift of liberation. You are free from ancestral patterns of fear, addiction, and materialism, okay? So maybe something else that you guys have been working on as well is maybe you've been, through your shadow work, you've noticed certain patterns. You noticed certain fears, certain addictions that you may have had, certain things that you really need to work through, and you did the work. Okay, and that's why you're going to be publicly blessed, okay, for everyone to see. Yeah, look at that. High honor. Everybody's going to see it. Everybody's going to see it, okay? All right, so who do we got? Scorpio. Scorpio. What's going on, Scorps? Scorpio. What's going on for Scorpio? Let me shuffle again, because ain't no way. Scorpio. Scorpio. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could have Aquarius in your chart. Let's see. What the hell is this, Scorpio? 1 second. Yikes. Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. I feel like, Scorpio, you have grown a lot over the past few years, but you have reverted back to old ways, okay? It was a point in time when you were handling things from a higher perspective, but now you just been being petty, okay? Now when it comes to certain things, you just been being immature, okay? And it's causing a lot of creative blocks for you. And I know it feels like people are getting what they deserve from you. They're getting what they deserve from you. But at the same time, why undo all of the healing and all the work that you've done on yourself just to stoop down to somebody else's level? Just to stoop down to their level. When it's going to cause blockages for you. But there's something here about, you know, you stooping to somebody else's level, and it's causing blockages for you in your life in some way. I don't know what that's about. I reclaim my energy from all karmic ties, past, present, and future. Dysfunctional relationships, toxicity, boundaries, healing, transformation, discord. Awareness of unhealthy habits, breaking addictions. So for some of y'all, this could be about certain addictions and things like that resurfacing for you. Okay, Scorpio, certain things that you were good on, and now it's like you're slipping back down into these things, and it's blocking your creativity. And it's like you're not in a space where I feel like you guys are wanting to deal with the root cause of it right now. You're aware of it. And sometimes I feel like because Scorpio, you're so emotionally aware of everything, that makes you want to go to certain addictions, you know, and go back to certain old ways because it's painful sometimes, always being so emotionally deep. I feel you, so emotionally deep, so aware of everything. You feeling everything so deeply, and to where that becomes overwhelming for you. So you have to find a way to cope, you know? And because sometimes you feel things so deeply when you're in these dysfunctional relationships that lack boundaries, okay, there's a lot of toxicity in them. The only way you feel like you can get your lick back sometimes is by going tit for tat with somebody. Even if you know they're immature, even if you know this person is childish, even if you know, it's like, even if you know this person is trying to get you out your character, where it's like, well, good day to you. You done awoken the beast, you know, like, instead of just like moving from a place of awareness. And so your spiritual team is coming through telling you to reclaim your energy from these karmic ties. And a lot of your addictive patterns, a lot of your unhealthy habits that you have, Scorpio, the root of that is dysfunction in the relationships. The root of that is inner child healing. And the thing is, I'm not telling you nothing that you don't already know. You know this already. Because again, Scorpio, it's not that you're not aware. It's just sometimes you're not ready to take action. I feel like for a lot of Scorpios right now, you're disappointed in yourself right now. You're disappointed, but that disappointment is not the same as like a typical water signs disappointment, right? That disappointment is what's pushing you to be aware of these unhealthy habits that you have. That disappointment is pushing you to break through addictions. That disappointment is keeping you away from dysfunctional relationships, and it's helping you to reclaim your energy because you're finding, it's like you got to a point to where it's like, okay, I done gone low as I can go in this situation. I done went low as I can go. Messages from your ancestors. So we have ignoring Saturn's lessons. That side passion wants full-time attention. And again, I feel like, you know, there's some type of side project, some type of creative project that you have, okay? But then you've done the healing work and now do the building. This came out in the reverse. This is a season for you to do the actual healing work, okay? And keep those boundaries up that you have. And don't let people make you stoop down to their level, okay? That's what I'm hearing for you. Don't let people stoop you down to their level. They want to prove that you haven't really grown and elevated in the way that you think. And we want to prove them wrong, okay? So that's for Scorpio. Then we have Sagittarius. We want to prove them wrong, y'all. We want to prove them wrong. All right, Sagittarius, where y'all at? And these are quick, whatever comes out messages, y'all. For those of you who just tuned in, these are quick, whatever comes out messages. Sagittarius. Do we have Sagittarius in here? Hey, girl. All right. Sagittarius. All right. Sagittarius, the action is key to getting where you need to go. You can't wait around. Take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find opportunities. Okay, Sagittarius, y'all are feeling stuck right now. You're feeling stuck. You're feeling stuck in your career. You're feeling stuck at your job. You're feeling stuck in your business right now. But stuck is a good place to be, okay? Because you're being given the opportunity to take a step. Spirit says take a step in any direction. Just get moving. So fear is what's paralyzing you guys. Fear of making the wrong decision. Fear of taking the wrong step. fear of going the wrong way. And that's why protection is coming through here, saying you're being protected. You're protected. You're protected to take the next step. Don't be afraid of the ups and downs. Don't be afraid of if you go this way and that doesn't happen or that happens. Don't be afraid of that. Just keep moving. Keep moving. We have roll the dice. It says it's time to put yourself out there. You're hiding your talents and it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight. Y'all message is clear, plain, simple. Let's see what's blocking y'all maybe from taking a step. I mean, fear, okay? Let's see what it could be. Let's see some messages from your ancestors, what they got to say about it. I'll leave it. It says every delay isn't warfare. Sometimes it's divine protection. See, when you take a step and you get pushback, you tell yourself, oh, it's spiritual warfare. I just need to stay put. I need to do. The Spirit is saying, no, every delay that comes in your life, Sagittarius, it's not warfare. Sometimes it's divine protection. Protection coming out here. Pay attention to your dreams. Begging for signs after Spirit says no. Some of you guys are utilizing divination. You're utilizing, guidance and advice from other people. You're praying. You're asking for a sign like, okay, God, tell me what step to take. And it's just clear as day. Take a step. And it's like, okay, but I need more insight. Take a step where? Left, right, up, down, back, right. Just take a step in any direction. Roll the dice. Take a risk. Step out on faith. Also, your diet is coming through as well. Sagittarius, your diet and your lifestyle. Some of you guys, you've been feeling very sluggish lately. It's because of the foods that you're eating. You keep talking about you finna change it up. You finna start doing this. You finna start doing that. Baby, get you some more accountable friends. Some people who gonna hold you accountable because apparently they ain't doing it. Okay? Because you've been talking about changing your eating. You've been talking about doing this or that. Matter of fact, just yesterday, okay, you was talking about the first. It's the first. What you done today? What you changed today, okay? Oh, it's Labor Day. We don't care. We don't care. I just heard that song by Ludacris. When I move, you move. Just like that. That's what Spirit is saying. When I move, you move. Okay? You take a step, I take a step. You take a step, I take a step. You take a step, I take a step. You want me to move? You gotta move. Okay. All right. Let me ask another question. And some of you guys, your fear of taking a step is a lack of support. Okay, I do want to validate you on that. A lack of support. Maybe you don't have a support from your child's father. You don't have support from family. You don't have support from friends. You're doing it all by yourself. And so because you don't have that support, and that's why Spirit is saying you're protected. You can take that next step with nobody, just you and God. Okay? Okay, so that's it for y'all. That song gonna be stuck in my head all day. Who we got next? Capricorn. Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Ooh. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's the vibes, the tea? What do they need to know? Quick messages, whatever comes out. You are in your rebirth season. Focus on reinventing yourself. Okay, Capricorn. So Capricorn, you're in a space right now where, baby, you're doing it big. You're like, go big or go home. Okay, I feel like you guys are like changing your hair. Okay, you're changing up your wardrobe. Okay, you're starting to practice self-care, self-love more. Okay, baby, you're doing the work. You trying to reinvent yourself. That's the goal, at least. Okay, that's the goal. You ready to reinvent yourself. Okay, you ready to be brand new. I feel like you guys are doing a lot of reading, a lot of studying, a lot of listening to like podcasts, you know, like just soaking in knowledge and information. I don't know. I just heard that for you. You're soaking in a lot of knowledge and information, trying to learn more about yourself, more about, you know, where you want to be, who you are becoming. You could be reading a book about becoming or something like that, or there's something about you becoming. Okay, you're trying to get from point A to point B. And so you're utilizing some type of spiritual teaching or some type of strategy or some type of mentor or something like that to get you from point A to point B. Okay. Yeah, you are in transition phase between two seasons. Both are active in your life. Like I said, like you're trying to get from point A to point B. You're trying to get from here to there. Okay. Let me see. Also, Capricorn, you need to be upping your water intake. Okay, you need to be upping your water intake. I just heard that. You need to be drinking more water. More water. You need to be hydrated. Okay, hydration. Okay. Maybe some of you guys just came out of like pregnancy, or you just gave birth or something like that, and you're trying to give back to yourself. Okay, you're a mother. You're trying to give back to you. That could be something you're going through. Let's see what else is going on for you. You are in surrender season. Focus on intuition, compassion, and spiritual renewal. Okay. Like I said, I feel like you guys are learning and growing and evolving. You are in the teacher season. Focus on guiding, inspiring, and sharing your wisdom. You've learned a lot. Okay. You've learned a lot about yourself. You learned a lot about rebirth. You learned a lot about putting yourself first. Okay. And now you're ready to put that back out into the collective. Now you're ready to share that with the collective. Okay. And there's a part of you that, you know, maybe you feel like you don't know enough, you know. Maybe you still feel like you're in your student season. You might be lingering in your student season way too long, because it's for a lot of you, it's time for you to step up and become the teacher, okay? What else? Okay, what else? We have here, yeah, look at that, graduation day. Leveling up, lesson learned. Acquired wisdom. You got the wisdom already, Capricorn. You got the wisdom. It's graduation. Like, it's time for you to step into the leadership role. It's time for you to become the teacher. Period. That's it. Shit. That's it, y'all. Let's pull the card for your career. What's going on for Capricorn's career? Oh my God. That card couldn't come out fast enough. Authority. Clashes with a boss or challenge you Authority. Clashes with the boss or a challenge to your power will compel you to respond. Choose peaceful solutions if you can. Okay. And so I feel like, you know, honestly, this is just about Capricorn stepping into a position of authority, and also your spiritual team letting you know as well. Okay. They're going to be people who are going to clash with you. They're going to want to oppose you. Okay. And you're going to want to respond, but they're telling you to use your wisdom, use your acquired knowledge, and also use what you learned in this season of surrender, and focus on intuition and compassion when dealing with these people, and see them for where they at. See them for exactly who they are and where they're at. Okay. All right. Aquarius, where y'all at? Where is Aquarius at? Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Quick message, whatever comes out for y'all. Aquarius. You are in acceleration season. Change and lessons are moving faster than expected. You're in accelerated season, okay? Everything is moving fast, okay? You're getting a lot of creative ideas right now, okay, Aquarius? You got a lot of ideas. You got a lot of inspiration. You got a lot of things to do, a lot of goals. Everything is just moving fast for you right now, okay? You need to be writing these ideas down, okay? You need to be bringing these creative ideas to life, okay? Spirit is saying, when we give them to you, you need to start taking action on it. Don't be sitting around waiting around, okay? Some of you guys are spending a little bit too much time with your romantic relationship. You're spending a little bit too much time booed up. Okay, you spend just a little bit too much time booed up. Okay, you got more free time than you think. Okay, you got more free time than you think. Let's see. But yeah, you're getting all of these ideas. Okay, and then we have spiritually woke here. It says self-awareness, cutting through illusions, detaching from ego. That's all. This is what y'all do, baby. Aquarius, this what you do. You detach. Okay, so this is about you being in a space where you're detaching from the physical. Okay, and that's helping you to connect to the spiritual and bring these creative ideas, bring this new inspiration, bring these things to life. You're really tapped in. Okay, to you're tapped into spirit right now. Okay, Aquarius. And things are about to start moving at an accelerated pace for you that it may be a little uncomfortable for you, just a little bit. It may just be a teensy bit uncomfortable for you because you guys are used to getting the ideas, leaving some breathing room, and then taking your time. It's like, get the idea, take action, move forward. It's like, but I just feel like you guys are evolving. You're leveling up spiritually. I just feel like I just feel your consciousness is just expanding. Your awareness is expanding. Okay. What else is going on? What else do they need to know? Okay. So yeah, and you're going to be connecting with the soul tribe real soon. Like if you feel like you don't have nobody, like, oh my God, I'm going through the spiritual awakening. I don't have anybody to share this with. I don't have any friends who think like this. I don't have my people. Your people are going to be coming in, okay? They're going to be coming in fast too, okay? This soul tribe, these close friends who are going to be able to resonate, okay, with, with where you are on your spiritual journey. What is this? Yeah, you're in creation season, engaging in artistic expression and creative projects, and you're going to be able to share this with other creative like-minded people. They're going to be doing the same thing creatively as you, and that's how you're going to know that this is your tribe, because they're going to have some of the same ideas that you have, and you guys are going to work together to bring it to life. Okay, you're going to work together to bring it to life. I love that. Wow. Okay, and Aquarius is ruled by the 11th house, which is networking, community, things like that. Wow. All right, what else does Aquarius need to know? I just feel like nothing can touch you, okay? All of these cards. Your boundaries are working. The more you delay, the heavier it feels. Okay, and I feel like for some of you, you've been having to let love take a back seat in your life right now, Aquarius. Okay, and that's the boundaries that are coming up. I really feel like it, to where you're focused on yourself. You're focused on, like I said, these creative ideas, these projects, these divinely inspired things, and people may take that personal. Romantic relationships may take that personal. Friendships may take that personal. But I feel like you understand that, there's a bigger thing in mind, because like I said, you're waking up spiritually. And I know that it feels like you have a lot of ideas and things like that going through your mind and things that you want to focus on. But the more you delay taking action on these things, the heavier that it's going to feel for you. So just get started, okay? Just get started with it. You're building a life that drains you. Why? Okay? You're building a life that drains you. Why? And I feel like this is something that Aquarius had to come to the realization of. I don't feel like you guys are in this energy. You have to stop everything that you was doing and realize, like, wow, I'm really just building a life to drain the fuck out of me. I have people around me that's draining the fuck out of me, a career that drained the fuck. Like, why would I build this life? Like, what is life really? And this type of question here, you building a life that drains you, helped you to get to this point of the spiritual awakening where you're more in your creative season, and it got you more connected to God. Because you realized that you were sitting here building a life that was just draining the fuck out of you, okay? They can't block you, but you can block yourself. Someone's been praying against you louder than you've been praying for yourself. Like I said, I feel like nobody can touch you. Like I said that. I feel like nobody can touch you. Like, yeah, okay, somebody been praying against you, okay? Whatever, right? Who cares? We're not worried about it. Because next to that card, we have they can't block you, but you can block yourself. So don't focus so much on who is against you, okay? Focus on who is for you in this season. Sometimes you guys can, isolate yourself and start to feel like everybody's against you. But Spirit is saying focus on who is for you, because you're needing to attract this soul tribe in, that you guys can build something and feed off of each other's creative energy, okay? I love that. I love that. Okay, so that is for Aquarius. So last but not least, we have Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Just whatever comes out. Key player, important lesson, playing an essential role, irreplaceable. Single, sexy, successful. Okay, Pisces. Divinity. brick wall, defensive mechanism, guarded, hard to reach. Okay, what was that? Something just tried to come out. What's that? Okay, it's a few things coming out here for you guys. Okay, it says you are in success season, achieving goals and gaining recognition. Okay, Pisces, interesting here. And then it says you are in community season, building connections and opening yourself up to new unions. So first, let's start off here with the message that I'm hearing here about this brick wall. I feel like you have completely ghosted somebody and cut somebody off from your energy, and you didn't give them no closure. Okay? Or somebody has, you know, left your life. They've ghosted you, okay? And they tried to re-enter your life or something like that, and you have a brick wall up. Or maybe this has just been a repeating factor for you, where people just think they can ghost you, they can disregard your energy, and they can just leave you where you're at and then come back and continue building some type of community with you, building some type of relationship with you, building and growing at something with you, okay? And then when they try to enter back into your life, you have this brick wall up. And so, you know, there's something here about you not getting closure or not giving closure or something like that, and you being hard to reach. And again here, I feel like you're at a point in your life, Pisces, where you're hard to reach. Let's see what else we got. So there's a lot coming through here. So we have receipts, evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. We have honeymooning, love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. Oh, Lord. Okay, so for some of y'all, this is about actual deception, okay? Somebody ghosted you and you realize this person was actually like in a whole nother relationship. That could be for like one person, okay? But what I feel like this is could be your energy as well. When somebody ghosted you, okay, now you're hard to reach. Now they're feeling guilty, but you moved on, okay? You moved on to a new relationship. You moved on to new friendships. You moved on to new connections. You moved on to new, better things. You moved on to new community. You've completely just moved on. And I think that's what this person or these people or this community didn't ever expect from you, for you to move on, for you to get tired, for you to, and I feel like for a lot of you, you did at one point allow people to re-enter your life on a consistent basis. You gave people the benefit of the doubt a lot. And it's like, now I feel like you're in a place to where, no, like, you could reach me. Now I'm not accessible. Okay. That's why we have single, sexy, and successful here. Okay. You put yourself first. You recentered yourself back into your life, okay? You're no longer like focusing on everybody else, okay? I don't care if I'm in a relationship with you. I don't care if you're my mom, my dad, my sister. I don't care. I put people at a certain position in my life that also value me. You're the key player, and you're learning the essential of playing your role and letting people play their role. That's what you've learned in this season of your life, okay? And that's really, you are in the success season. And you're not doing it from a nasty place, generational wealth. You're just more focused on your end goal. You're more focused on your legacy. And you're realizing how much energy you wasted trying to build with people who just want to keep coming in and out. It's like when the mama tell the kid, like, stop coming in and out of my house. And what do you do to keep somebody from coming in and out your house? You lock the door on their ass. And I feel like for a lot of you, you lock the door on somebody, or you lock the door on a particular group of people, and they don't have access to you anymore. Now they got to watch from the sidelines. Now they got to watch from the sidelines while you sit here and you build this generational wealth. For a lot of you guys, you just got into therapy, or that's something that you need to look into, or something you've already been thinking about. And this is confirmation for you, okay? And I feel like, you know, for you, if you've been in therapy, it's really helped you to approach things from a space of divinity, okay, versus a wounded place, you know, to where you're able to see things and see people for what they are. And it doesn't change the way you look at yourself. It doesn't change the way you treat yourself. You just learn to set the boundary. Sudden wealth, big money coming. So there's something that you're doing, okay? If you're recently single, Pisces, okay, baby, focus on the bag, okay? But there's something that you're doing that's bringing a lot of generational wealth towards you, Pisces. There's something here. And I feel like you're going to do it better in the right community. So it's kind of like if you don't have the right community around you, it's just better to be by yourself. Because you, like I said, you're centering yourself back in the center. You're putting yourself back at the focal point. You are an essential key role, a key player. And so I feel like you're just refocusing and putting yourself back as the main character of your life. And it's causing for other things to just fall into place for you. Let's pull you a career card. Well, guidance. It says divine forces are showing you the way to go. You are discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. Okay, Pisces. So that is it. That is your quick message on what you need to know. I thank y'all so much for tuning in with me while I just switch it up a little bit for us.